your mic working? Willie B.
Your homies something harder. And
The Dreamers have been.
It making by like it's got like two.
Actually got from that. Because people like these new artists that
Guap Daddy.
slotted like a couple artists in there that sort of emerged through that Dreamville almost and gave them a whole nother type of song. Like,
He did.
It was coming today, kind of.
it's so funny.
After they said Friday that it was coming at 8 p.m., then they said it was coming at Sunday.
It's not coming.
Like,
Hey, yo, this really like church for real. Cause like they be like, hey, the choir's gonna do an A and B selection, and then the choir's like 4 songs deep. It's like, I thought you said A and B selection because I want this food that's downstairs. And you ever been at church and you start smelling the food downstairs,
smelling the chicken,
and then you like, man,
cornbread.
they need to hurry up and finish now. I need this. I smell the chickens. I smell them.
Man, that's funny.
So I don't feel like Kanye's gonna drop. If he,
at all?
Come on, man.
At all?
Nope. I think he is.
I'm just gonna have to sit down on that one. I don't think he's gonna drop.
I got faith in Ye.
I feel it, man. Respect. You better than me.
Supposedly he played it in Chicago as well last night.
That's what I'm saying, man.
With Chance.
See, that was so frustrating. That was probably the biggest thing. Was like, how you gonna get brought out on stage in Chicago right after your album didn't drop? That is so frustrating.
No,
It's
yeah.
like it's like a trolling
I
moment.
would have been
And
like, "Are you serious? Like
you
you're
just-
here?
I'm gonna play
drop
my
your
album
album.
for y'all." Like,
Supposedly some people are saying it's on the way tonight. So
I hope so. I mean, even though I don't feel like it will happen, I do hope so.
I don't think it's gonna happen tonight.
is that where he gets us? Where we're all just like, come on, man, just drop today. Like,
Hey, but that's the type of shit I was talking about earlier, though.
Marketing, bro.
yeah.
Marketing.
Yeah.
What if he is doing this shit for people to like tune in? You
I
know
mean,
what I'm
that's
saying?
the kind of the resentment behind it, where it's like, man,
Right.
he's just doing it to
It's gonna
sell
make-
shoes and
It's gonna make people more like hungry.
Hey, you think if Kanye could legit sell more like fragrances, handbags, clothes, and shoes, he would just stop doing music?
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
If I was
agree.
Kanye, I would because I always put it like this. Like, how do I say this? I really earnestly think Virgil Abloh is doing what Kanye really wants to do, except Kanye wants to be Louis Vuitton, but I think Kanye want to be there too quickly. Like, I think Virgil will end up having his, like, he already got like the Off-White stuff, but I think he's gonna have more of a premium brand. That's gonna end up being like that. But like Virgil is actually, he's like, you know what, I'm gonna just go through this path. I think the problem that Kanye has is he is too large of a music artist, and he's not willing to step back. That's why I feel like somebody like a Rihanna is really great, because she chose to say, hey, I'm gonna just partner with LVMH. Yeah, I'm gonna drop Fenty and whatnot, but I'm gonna be willing to be under his brand. And I think until Ye really didn't get hold of like that Nike contract and he went over to Adidas, and then he kind of had like the drops of shoes kind of like hit. I think he's really looking for that luxury brand move, but he's just not there yet. And I think him dropping his own clothes just under his own brand is not getting him where he needs to be. But I don't know. What's y'all's thoughts on that? Like, do you think Kanye's taking the right fashion route for him?
I mean,
considering who he is.
That's a good question.
He's always had his own merch, so that's
Right.
The thing.
I know, but like, do you think him refusing almost like to partner with a brand? Because you guys see, I think, who did he intern for? Louis? Didn't he intern for Louis back in the day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like he had the leather
It was
pants
Louis.
idea,
Mhm.
and they didn't take it, but then they did it later. I'm like, yo, that's the point where you need to actually like talk about more like, oh, okay, y'all see that this is what my vision was a while ago. We should really partner and then build forward. But all he does is then get mad and go on rants, and I'm like, yo, this brand is more powerful than you.
Yeah.
You need to
Right.
just come to them in a very humble manner and be like, hey, I really love what you guys are doing. And let's also talk about how very forward thinking that this idea was. Is there any way that we could partner? But I feel like Ye is just, he doesn't want to.
So do you feel like, I mean, in that sense, Ye probably feels slighted, you know what I mean? So do you want to just put off like your pride and your ethics, you know what I mean? And just be like, oh, I'm just going to let y'all do this again to me down in the future? Or I feel like Kanye is more so making this case when he just says talk about stuff with the leather pants. Like I am like, though they did it, I'm the reason it happened. I want everyone to know that clear cut. So if I go somewhere else, they know what they getting. You know what I mean?
And I understand that part, but you guys see,
And when he left, he went to Nike. I mean, when he left, he went to Nike and went off to Adidas to do the same thing, right?
I believe so, but that's kind of a quote unquote non-premium brand. So when we look at it in that perspective, you have to. I think of it also from a sense of wasn't.
But look where Nike and Adidas was before. Look where they were before he showed up, and look where they are now after he left. You can't say that he didn't turn them into a. I guess not. They weren't premium before.
They're not premium now either.
I know, yeah, but they are more so. They're fashionable. You know what I mean? They're both boosted in fashion now. So,
but I think in the process of moving forward, you have to understand where you end up, or where it is okay for you to play second fiddle now in order to be first fiddle in the future. And I think that's a huge problem that we saw with Kyrie. I feel like Kyrie didn't play a proper second fiddle. Even knowing good and well that he could be number one in any other city, he didn't play second fiddle too well, and that's why he has such a backlash over on the Celtics. I'm really excited to see what he does over at the Nets and whatnot, but it's just like you have to be able to know your place and know your lane right now in order to take advantage of the destination that you're trying to get to.
Well, if you talk about Kyrie got a cop-out year right now because he's working with a team without his second best player, who is actually better than him.
So he would technically be the second best player.
He's expected to lose this year without KD. He's not expected to have a 50-win season. He's expected to have a 40-win season and maybe make the playoffs, but they're expecting they're expected to lose.
I mean, they in the East, they're gonna make the playoffs.
The East is not what they used to be, bro.
We got that, man. It is beefed up this year.
It's a different story. I don't know. I feel like they'll be 7 or 8 seed, honestly, if they do make it that far. But I do feel like, I mean, if anything, this is a chance for him to figure his stuff out. You know what I mean? But when KD comes back, I don't know how that's gonna work out. They will need to make some more moves.
Do you think Ye could end up having like an NBA partnership where something like an athletic Yeezy is being worn during the game? Actually, I think that would be fire. Yo, see, look at Aaron's face.
Yo, man.
Well, you wouldn't wear no athletic Yeezys?
No, nigga.
PJ Tucker would though.
Regular Yeezys.
You don't even rock the regular Yeezys?
No.
All right, but you are an Adidas guy.
Occasionally, yeah.
I mean, that's what you rocking right now.
I got Nikes too. I got more Nikes though.
So it's checks over stripes for you?
Yes,
whatever.
That's what you like for you?
Whatever feel comfortable at the time, brother.
I don't know.
Feel nice.
I don't know.
Feel right.
I feel like if Lonzo can wear some Zo2s on the court and bust through them woes and have to change 3 pairs of shoes throughout the game, somebody can wear Yeezys.
Did Zion end up making a deal with any company?
Yeah, I think so.
Was it Nike?
I'm pretty sure it was Nike. I don't know. I can't.
Like $100 million deal.
It was
because didn't he bust through them Nikes in that one Duke game?
Right. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he made a deal. Honestly.
Do you think it's smart? If we're gonna have to probably look into that. But if he did not make a deal, do you think that was a smart move?
No.
No, you think he should have locked in a deal?
Yeah, he's like the biggest player. Do you think he's gonna do good this year? Do we think Zion?
I think Zion's not gonna do as well as we think he's gonna do.
They put him up against the defending champs on the opening night of basketball.
Again?
He's in Pelicans, bro. He's playing with Lonzo, Brandon Ingram, Jason Hart, that whole revamped Pelicans team. They're not bad. They're just not gonna be championship. I don't feel like this year.
I think this is the first year in a while that it's kind of hard to tell who is going to be the championship team. Like this is somewhat exciting. I would like to say that. And Ayo, real talk. I ain't gonna lie. This was the most exciting
by the way,
off season ever.
By the way, Zion signed a deal with Jordan in 7 years, $75 million deal.
Which is Nike.
It's Jordan.
Okay.
Jordan brand is not Nike. Jordan brand is people.
Nike,
yeah, but it's
his own entity. All right, so the Jordan 1s I think are still under Nike, but if you're talking about like the 11s, 12s, 13s, I think those are exclusively Jordan's brand, which it makes sense. That's why he's worth $1.3 billion, and that's why LeBron will never own his own Nike shoe because Nike understands the mistake that they made with Michael Jordan. So it's just like, man. That's why you think Brian got a $1 billion deal? Because Nike was like, we're gonna make way more than $1 billion off of this Negro. That's what I mean. Let's be honest. Like they've probably made $1 billion off Brian already. Yeah. So why not?
Three shoes in, they probably made $1 billion.
Yeah. So I'm just sitting here thinking like, man. But do you think Brian will have like a successful non-Nike shoe though?
if he went and made his own LeBron James shoes, yes, they would be
Really?
success. Yes.
Nah, yeah, they would be.
I don't think that they would
They
have
would
the
sell at least
marketing.
50,000 shoes.
I just don't think that it would be the same.
It wouldn't be the same, no, but it would sell.
Like it would not. It wouldn't even be near like a Jordan
Look
type
at
thing.
Big Ball, it would be better than Big Baller brand.
I mean, yeah, of course. But I think the person who got the best shoe deal in the game is Steph Curry.
With Under Armour.
Yeah, he has 10% equity in Under Armour, and as soon as he got equity in Under Armour, after that first year or two of the deal, the stock shot up. And I think it's hilarious because Steph originally had a deal with Nike, right? The reason he went to Under Armour is because in the Nike meeting they pronounced his name wrong. Like, and it's like, man, they did not prioritize this man as
At all.
any type of asset if you're pronouncing his name wrong. So then he ends up saying, forget that, goes over to Under Armour and then wins some championships. I'm like, Nike be taking L's for real. They just have such a large moat as far as like the for lack of a better phrase, caliber of athlete that is under the brand. But like they be taking L's where they should not be taking L's with a lot of different athletes.
Adidas,
Yeah, that's facts.
Adidas is more coordinated on who they sign and like what they give to that person. I feel like, so that's why it works out better. Nike is kind of like, all right, we're signing you. Here's your budget. Go make a shoe, or we'll have somebody design it for you.
So if Nike and Adidas were record labels or collectives, who would be who?
Nike would be like Def Jam.
It's commercial.
Yo,
Yeah.
That's funny.
yo, why is that accurate?
It is, right?
No, that's actually
Yeah, that. I mean,
Nike would be like Def Jam.
Def Jam is off the shits right now, so
Facts.
Who would Adidas be?
that's a little bit more difficult.
Do you think
That'd be
Adidas
Atlantic.
would be kind of like a
Atlantic.
do you think it would be kind of like a good music?
Nah, that'll probably be like.
Be more so like Dreamville,
Dreamville?
right? This year at least.
I feel like you like Adidas better now that you said that.
I wouldn't even compare them. I wouldn't go.
I
like
feel like
the
the
artist
smaller
label.
the smaller labels. I feel like can't be compared to the bigger. I feel like it
Shoe
would have to be.
brands? Who would Under Armour be?
I don't even know.
This man tried.
This
This is
tough,
like
man.
a trivia game.
Yeah.
This man got us doing some trivia game.
Hey, real talk. I feel like Under Armour would be Rock Nation.
Under Armour would be.
Yup.
Who else do they have on signed to Under Armour besides Steph?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Good question. So I don't know if they would be
That's the
Rock
biggest
Nation.
deal. That's the biggest deal they got.
Steph? Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Like, I'm gonna keep it real. I've never heard another basketball. I've never heard another basketball player that actually like played, or that was signed with Under Armour. I don't know.
I think it's more of like Under Armour has mad football.
But they have a
leads
football
up.
player.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they probably that's what they have.
I think Under Armour's a solid brand, and I think it's undervalued.
Undervalued Under Armour.
Under
No,
Armour.
it is a solid brand though, but I feel like it's just for certain sports. You feel what I'm saying? Cause like Under Armour was going crazy for football at one point in time.
Yeah,
Yep.
of course. You know what I mean?
You
Like,
feel
that's
me?
the first-
They was
Under
killing
Armour-
that game.
The Under Armour compression shorts were the best. They were superior, and those were mostly for like football. But like I was using them in soccer and like whatever else.
And I feel like the only reason that like the compression gear from Nike really shot up is because they started to have like a lot of bad chicks wearing it. And that's what I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's when I started noticing like a lot of Nike compression gear. I'm like, oh, she bad. And it would say like Nike on here. I'm like, oh yeah, she got them Nikes on. Yeah, son.
They switched up with the dry fit too. Like the dry fit feels better. Like
And then let's not be on. I mean, let's not be honest. Let's be honest. I feel like when you talk about a lot of the dry fit gear, I really honestly think Tiger Woods is a huge factor in
Facts.
a lot of that dry fit gear. And I mean, let's be honest. Tiger Woods is like the only athlete that took a sport that you would not watch, and then like when he's doing good, people who do not watch it are like, I'm about to watch. Like when he won the Masters earlier, it's like, yo, if Tiger's up, like people was leaving church and whatnot, going home, like we about to watch the Masters. Like he's the only person that makes you watch a sport that you wouldn't have watched originally. Like, and I really feel like, yo, him and I feel like Tiger Woods and Serena Williams really low key deserve the title of like the most electrifying athletes. Like. Because like they really like who's watching tennis? I mean, I'm not watching tennis unless Serena playing.
Yeah, personally, I'm not watching.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, facts.
Yeah,
I've never
I'm still
watched
watching
tennis a day in
basketball
my
and
life.
football. If, you know, if Brian or Roethlisberger not playing, but it's just like
You say Brian?
basketball or football. If Brian's not
okay.
yeah, if Brian's not playing, like I'm still gonna watch. I'm not watching golf. I mean, you know, earlier in my life I would have because I was really into golf. But like right now, I'm not watching golf unless Tiger not playing.
Yeah,
I mean, unless Tiger is playing.
If when he,
And
yeah. Shit,
I'm
I
not
was-
watching
I was
regardless.
watching the par, man. I was on my phone scrolling through it on ESPN at the updates and everything when he was in that shit. I was making sure to see whether or not he was
I
gonna win.
never watched.
And I don't watch golf. You feel me? So yeah, that mug is mad eccentric, bro.
And he started swinging clubs at women. So
Yeah, like I don't know. The only time, and then if I would go to like a golf match if like I got like the clubhouse tickets where it's like, oh yeah, you know we got the buffet in here, bottomless drinks and whatnot, and it's like it's on the screen. Yeah, I wouldn't care if I saw a ball go in the hole. I'm like, yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, we doing shots. Okay, we're doing shots.
they're
Same
gonna be
thing.
like, sir, we have the quiet sign up, please.
No, but you in the clubhouse, so that's where everybody partying for real. See
So
them.
you're not watching no golf.
I'm not going outside. I'm at the course. Like, yeah, Tiger's outside, but I'm in here I'm doing the same thing. And like,
and all the fucking hors d'oeuvres and shit.
man,
That's
hors
some
d'oeuvres is lit.
That's some
like,
Willie B shit.
I don't even, like,
It is lit.
hey, yo, I'm the type of person where they coming around with the hors d'oeuvres, and I'm like, what is that? And they're like, sir, it's like, I wouldn't know what she just said. I'm like, all right, bet, cool. Hors d'oeuvres. What is that? Oh, it's a spiral sandwich, something. Like, that's what I'm doing.
Willie B needs hors d'oeuvres,
Crazy.
man. Someone feed him. Y'all got anything else to touch on?
Nah,
Anything relevant concerning y'all in your day to day?
nope.
Nah.
To update us on the last scam.
The last scam?
No,
Last scam.
What do we need?
Y'all
to tell
been
them?
hearing about them credit card scammer rappers and shit?
I mean, that's popular, but that's not what Willie's talking about.
What do you mean?
I recently had to go through another job scam, job hoax. I guess
This
you
man
could
got
call it.
scammed again.
You got scammed?
Nah, but
Almost.
they tried to. It's the second time. The first time I applied for this job, and they said I would work from my house. They would pay me like salary, give me benefits, and they would buy me like a new laptop and like a printer and shit.
It already sounds sketch.
Oh, I would have knew that shit was sus.
Already.
So they
I
sent
would've
me a check
already
for
knew
like
that shit
$1,500,
was
right?
Already.
And they wanted me to mobile deposit it, right?
Wait,
phone.
hold up.
Yeah.
That's crazy because my boy Dustin went through that type of shit too.
Really?
He had like some like photo shit going on or whatever, and like they sent him like a check for like $3,000.
Your boy
You
got
gotta watch-
scammed.
You gotta
Scam
watch
like
it
fuck.
nowadays with the
Scam
internet.
life.
It makes it easier for people.
What
So
did you-
the new scam is I applied for this job. They said they wanted to give me $4,000 a month, work from home.
Sketch.
I would do like data entry stuff and
Sketch. 4,000 for data entry. Sketch.
and like go ahead, Will.
I'm surprised you ain't signed up for like Shipped or do that stuff like on the side and whatnot. Shipped is like a new join out, and then you know Shaq got that new Steady app too.
I haven't heard of those.
Yes, it's a new the new Steady app seems kind of nice. It's basically for like freelance workers and whatnot.
Not familiar.
Shaq?
I use Upwork. And
He's one of the angel investors
Endorsers,
as far as
yeah.
that. But I hear Shipped and Steady is
I mean,
is
they can
paying
be,
better.
the scammers can be anywhere. Anywhere,
I mean,
so-
yeah, for sure, but like when I watched CNBC, they do not sponsor us, but you know, go ahead
You
if
sound
you,
like
if
it,
you want
shit.
to. But I was watching Shaq on CNBC, and you know, him and the executive were talking about the app, and you know, and I started looking up. I was like, oh, this seems pretty solid. I kind of like this because we all know like Uber and Lyft and stuff like that have been taking larger and larger portions of people's pay, and just you know, I think to have a more competitive freelance workspace is imperative, especially amongst millennials in America. Because let's be honest, you know,
Shit's
our-
already competitive.
it's competitive,
in
but
certain areas.
we don't
It's
have
real
the same work opportunities as far as longevity that, you know, baby boomers had. And they always talk about how we're lazy and stuff like that. And I just feel like they don't understand what the work landscape is nowadays. It's just different. And that's why I believe, you know, millennials are only staying at jobs 4 or 5 years. And I feel like it's personally because the work landscape is different. And a person who's higher up on the ladder, they don't see how it's changed beneath them.
I mean,
Right.
It's also one of those things. Look at like it's the same thing with like the NBA. Why I'm gonna get traded to this team? I'm gonna go work for this company, and I'm getting a paycheck just to survive.
Yeah, I think people are
And
getting
they-
traded and going
they-
to different teams more
Yeah,
often.
they do me dirty. You know what I mean? Just for this amount of money, and I'm supposed to love this place and like support it and like want to stay here and like make this my life and actually care enough about this company to like do work that actually like benefits it, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like not just do what I'm paid to do to show up and kind of thing. Like that's different. You know
And
what
I think it's really funny to look at it that way, because think about how often Shaq went from different teams to different teams. But he's in that era where people kind of stayed on the same team, and I think that's really weird to kind of like see like, man, you was on the Magic, you was on the Lakers, you was on.
was
It was a
moving.
lot of NBA players like that though.
So like,
Now,
do you think
more.
it's just happening more now?
I think again, like the money thing changed.
That's the
I
thing.
mean, the amount of money, like everyone's getting more money now. first
People
of
want to
all.
get paid. If they're not winning, they want to get paid, or they want to be able to win a championship. You know what I mean? Look at football. Now, like I feel like LeBron showed that was possible. Even other NBA players took that route and started using leverage. Like, man, I can win you a championship. You know what I mean? We want to win a championship, and I want to win right now. I also want to get paid. You know what I mean? Because I am this good. Look what I've been doing for you. You know what I mean? And but they just found a way to state their case. You know what I mean? Don't take no for an answer. And you look at other sports taking those notes, man. I mean, they see how dominant they are. Like, man, I'm a great player. I deserve more money than this
Facts.
guy. You know what I mean? So it just makes sense. So I feel like players are just getting to the point where they want to be independent. They want to make some money, you know?
And looking
Factual.
at the job market, it's kind of like football. Like it's a risk if you're not
see-
employed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's no key.
I
if
mean,
you're
that's
not
like
employed.
that's
That's
like the
real.
Melo situation, ain't it? Like, who would ever thought that like Melo would have such a hard
In
time?
your skills, you got to keep evolving. Cap. Like point, it's like, why go find my other move? That's where we live in, but you know what it is. Last words. Then shit.
It's a mad
Below
low.
me.
Grace and the mindfulness and some creative thoughts, bro, throughout the show.
Of others around you.
From the